Well, welcome back, everyone, to Light All Things Podcast. This is episode 65.
Yep.
Biggest gamer.
Adamar.
And today we're going over The Pillar. 9 stars. I
like that name. I like that.
Pillar. Yeah.
Alright, before we get into it, we actually haven't talked about it.
Well, we did.
No, next week?
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing Beyond Timescape for sure? Okay. So after this, I checked literally today. It's 90 number chapters. So we have at least from after this podcast, it'll be 3 podcasts of back to Beyond the Timescape. Because we always do 30 chapters, like number chapters. So for example,
crazy.
Yeah, we do 570, which was the last one we read. We'll go to 570 to 600. Well, realistically, there's actually like 45 chapters in that because there's so many like 0.1, 0.5s. So we'll do 570 to 6, 6 to 630, 630 to 660. That'll be the next 3 weeks. And Beyond Timescape, never. Bro, the amount of stuff that's going to happen in 90 chapters is crazy.
I know, we're just going to be back to back to back. Just be like, it got crazier every week. I've already predicted that.
And the best part is, well, I feel like we usually do this, is that when we do it, is, well, like, when we finish the 30 chapters, we can keep reading. Like, but we try not to finish, like, everything in 1 week. At least I'm just not capable of that. I know you are.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that because my head's going to get jumbled up.
Yeah.
So much info.
So I think the most I try to do is an extra, like, 5 or 6 chapters.
Yeah, especially if it ends on, like, a weird part.
Yeah, if it ends on a weird part, I'll finish that part.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I try to, like, stick to a couple chapters over because unless it's a perfect stopping point.
Yeah.
Like, where we stopped at 570, that was a perfect stopping point. Like, literally just something big happened, it just ended, and they just grouped up together. It was like literally perfect.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. So 3 weeks of Beyond Timescape, it will be amazing. And then we'll see what happens after that.
Mm-hmm.
But to 9 star. It was actually really good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Well, you thought we were going to 3 weeks in a row. This is trash.
Well, I think we did 2 episodes of it being bad, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Third time's a charm.
Third time's a charm. They did pretty good. There's still the regular stuff that like the characters
does, yeah.
Yeah, but honestly, it was pretty good.
We entered 9 chapters.
Bro, yeah, they did it pretty quickly too, which I was happy about.
Yeah, for real. They did it early in our readings.
I couldn't keep doing it.
They're like, we're here. I was like, thank you, bro. We're here. We finally made it.
There is one thing I want to mention. I don't know if I should mention it now. Then actually, I'll mention it now. Probably like 2 episodes ago, we said that we were probably going to meet his mom within 500 chapters. Right?
Oh, yeah, that's cap.
Cap.
We're not meeting her till the end of the novel.
And then, you know what I realized? I looked at the number that we're at. We're at 48 something, guys. Mm-hmm. And I was like, hold up. I remember Biggest Gamer saying something very similar about a mother we haven't met until chapter 5,000 something.
Yeah.
And I was like, are they pulling? What's her face?
Marshall got a Sura.
And I was like, oh my god, they are.
I know, I hate it.
And I couldn't believe that like they have that similarity because that's not a good similarity.
Yeah, it's not.
Because I honestly don't like now that we're at the chapter we're at, I still don't see us seeing her for at least another like 700 chapters.
Bro, it's
like we're not 5,500 maybe.
We're not seeing her till the end of the novel.
Really?
Bro.
You think so?
That was my guess. Because I feel like that's how it's going. Because for Marshall Gadasura is the same thing. We met. Well, it wasn't similar to how he met his dad.
Yeah.
But he met because his dad wasn't being chained up to get his blood. But he was a criminal to his.
He
mom's
was kind
family.
of chained, in a certain way.
Oh yeah, like chained down, like. Not. I was talking physically, but.
Oh, not physically, but like the.
Metaphorically, like he couldn't like leave his spot and go save his wife.
Yeah, for sure.
But like we met his Wang Chen's dad, and he's like, alright, I'll go save her.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's kind of cool, but how long is that gonna take?
Well, he has been like on her tail for like the last like since we met him.
Yeah.
So I don't know when that's actually gonna happen. I think finally now he'll get some steady progress on it because of his power level.
Yeah. I just hate that like his mom is like the super important character now. Like
yeah.
Like at least
why is that? You know?
At least to the Violet Blood race.
Yeah.
And I was like, bruh, like why can't they be Long Chen's the one with the primordial purple violet bloodline.
Yeah.
Like
that's
true. He should be the. I'm just glad.
Yeah.
That they didn't do the like his grandfather like actually likes him.
Yeah.
Because when they first, I remember like when I was first reading the chapter when they met, I was like, please don't be on some. I didn't want want you to. I didn't want you to be born because I wanted her to give birth to someone we could, really use. I was like, don't do that. And they kind of did it, and I was just like, bro, please stop.
They killed it quick though.
Yeah, they killed it immediately. I was like, oh, thank you.
Yeah, I like that. I think well, also we saw the dad here. So honestly, the beginning, he enters the ninth heaven. There's a bunch of rabble on the way, but he decimates them. We enter the ninth heaven. Instantly, there's a bunch of more rabble, and this is where we see Long Chen's current power. And so, just a quick recap: he's a divine veteran. He just is a divine veteran. I don't even think they said that he stabilized his foundation at like first heaven stage, because like Long Chen will stay at like prior. There's like a little gap between entering divine veteran and the first heaven stage.
Yeah.
Like he'll be at that gap for forever, and then all of a sudden he'll be like, all right, seventh heaven stage, like in one go. I don't think they've said he's cultivated at all in the divine veteran realm, right?
No, I don't think so. But they did give. I remember the distinction because they mentioned it again at the beginning here of like when they were talking about the cultivation stages for sage. They talk about how like moral earth and heavenly venerate, like those are just titles and not actual stages.
Yes.
And I forgot about that. So obviously I'm assuming Long Chen's a heavenly venerate.
No, they all are.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I think before we mentioned a long time ago that we thought, because I think they might have presented it like that to us as well, that the first 3 levels are mortal, the next 3 levels are earth, and then the next 3 levels, usually everybody has 9, unlike Long Chen.
They did that for
Immortal King.
Yes.
So we thought it was the same thing.
I thought it was the exact same thing.
Yeah, but it's a little different. You can like as soon as you hit the first stage, you can become a heaven, and
it's more like the quality of divine venerate rather than like the progression.
Yeah, exactly. Like for example, they said heavenly doyens. If you're at least at the 7th rank, you instantly become a heaven stage divine venerate. So like there you go. And so obviously, if you're a 9-star doyen, you'll become a heaven venerate, and all of the Dragon Ball Legion is our 9th tier doyens.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are. Because remember, he refined all those pills for like forever.
No, but I thought because he did that because he didn't have enough to make 9-star doyens. I thought he only had a few 9-star doyens, and he was just trying to make more, and he was going to slowly upgrade them.
No, he did them all.
Are you sure? Because
100%.
Nah, because I'm pretty sure I read a chapter in which one of the 9-star doyens was like mad that a Dragon Ball Legion, and he called him a 5-star.
So I got you right here. This is what happened, which you forgot, is that I also forgot.
Oh, yeah. They have the rings.
I forgot about
that mask their aura.
So they're all 9 tier, but they have rings that make them look.
Yes, I remember.
They even said it like in the same chapter.
I don't remember that.
Bro, they said that in the same chapter because I was wondering. I was like, what are the Dragon Ball Legion right now? And then somebody said 5th tier, and I'm like, that seems low. But then, like literally that chapter, the next, they talked about the ring that's hiding their power, or not hiding their power, hiding their
aura.
Their aura. I did not see that, bro. It's like the same chapter.
Bro, I completely forgot.
Yeah, so they're all 9 tier. So what he did is he did only have a couple 9s, but he got that Doyen recipe from the other culture.
So he can make the lower ones into a higher one.
Yeah, and it took him like half a month or a month of him like, and he came out like, oh, sapped. But yeah, so they're all 9 tier. So we come out and we kind of get to see Long Chen's power against the Celestial race, actually, which was a surprise because we said we'd never meet them again. But we did. I'll give the author props, even though they're more stepping stones, but at least they're back. I actually kind of like that.
Yeah.
And
Long Chen's power, they give him a crazy power up.
Yeah, they really did.
I was like, because when I thought about it, I was like, wait a minute, this guy skipped 2.5 stages.
Yeah, 2.5, yeah. Because he was struggling against regular Sage Kings, sort of. I guess he was able to beat Sage Kings who were under like suppression in the Dark Lay Heaven because that's not where the heaven they're from, and they were getting rejected by the laws. So like they were a little weaker. And now we gotta see him first. We gotta see him destroy a regular Sage King. Remember, Eternal. This is important, so I'm gonna say it again. Eternal Realm is divided into 7 stages technically. So we have.
Oh yeah, technically, yeah.
So we have Eternal Realm, which is just the first level of eternity.
It's your body.
Yeah, and then you go to Saint Realm,
which is your soul.
and then you become a Sage King, which is just more eternally.
I actually don't think they've given they've talked about it, but they haven't said like the process of like what it means to become a Sage King.
Yeah, that's true. We haven't heard of that. And then from the Sage King, you can become. Well, this is where you had a problem with it. You can become a mortal saint, not a sage, a mortal saint, which is weird because they could either swap saint and Sage King around, and then make mortal, and then there's a mortal saint, earth saint, and heaven saint.
Yeah, and they each have a tribulation to cross, and if you fail it, you die. Yeah. Which is why each saint is greater than the last.
Yeah, they said there's like qualitative, whatever, they always say that. Yeah. And then after you become a heavenly saint, which I was like, oh, that's pretty impressive, heavenly saint, because we find out Langshan's dad is a heavenly saint.
Yep.
There's actually this thing called, which we found literally at the very last chapter we read that came out today, was we found out a little bit earlier, but it's called the pre-Emperor stage, and I wanted to say you were right after this is the Emperor stage. Mm-hmm. You did call it. And so after the saint, what is it, Heavenly Saint?
Heavenly Saint.
Yeah, after Heavenly Saint, you can cultivate 9 Emperor or 9 Dragon Veins or Heavenly Veins, whatever you want to call them. They're interchangeable. And once you hit 10, this is what we think, based off what we read, is that once you hit 10, you become an Emperor. So
yeah, you pass through the Emperor's gate.
And that actually makes sense because when we meet Langshan's dad, I was like, he's so much stronger than regular Heavenly Saints. I thought maybe he was just because he's just stronger than everybody at his realm. But he might be like a one...
Heaven Vein, saint. Or something like that.
One Heaven Vein, Sage King, whatever you want to call him. I don't even know what you call him, One pre-emperor. Because they call them pre-emperors.
Yeah, but they said that for 9.
Yeah, for 9, which we believe to be the peak before you become an emperor. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think he's probably started on his path of cultivating his heavenly veins. What do you think?
Yeah, he's probably got a few.
That dad he's going crazy.
Yeah, because his thing, I think it's similar to what happened with the academy. Because all those guys, we finally found out it wasn't like a skill. They were just we were always that cultivation. We just kept ourselves suppressed and kept our foundation solidified until we got better energy to grow. It was
like the Lee Luo effect, but times 1,000.
Yeah, I was like, damn. So y'all was waiting for so long to break through.
Tens of thousands of years.
I was like, damn, that is so crazy.
And they just broke through. So that means that they were originally peak Immortal King, somewhat.
Yeah.
And they went all the way from Immortal King. They passed World King. They passed Divine Venerate. And they went all the way to Heavenly Saint.
Yeah.
That's 18 stages. No, wait, 27 stages. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. And I'm assuming that's what his grandfather's doing. Because his grandfather was an Immortal King when we met him.
Yeah, that's true. I think he might have been doing the same thing. True. Yeah. I didn't even think about his grandpa.
Yeah, because I was just like, his grandpa's no way he's that weak.
Yeah, because he said he's way stronger than people at his level, ridiculously stronger. So yeah, that makes sense. But Langshan shows up. He starts killing people. I thought the whole fight there was honestly pretty cool, and with his dad especially showing up, I enjoyed that. And then we finally see Bei Lation, who is the dean of the High Firmament Academy.
Yeah.
He shows up too.
Yeah, that was cool. He had, and we found out he showed up with the Academy Karmic Luck weapon, which is a divine sword. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
I didn't even know they had that.
Yeah, I was like, so that's just an item.
Yeah.
I thought it would just be some kind of well, I knew it would be an item, but I thought it would be more like a relic, not like a weapon.
I think it was kind of you can kind of think of it as the Zhengshin sect, I think it's called, back in the Mortal Realm. Remember that tower?
Oh.
I think it's kind of like that, but instead of the tower, it's a sword.
Yeah.
So it was actually useful in fighting.
Oh wait, what am I thinking? Because how did I forget about the Heaven Splitting Blade?
Yeah, the Heaven Splitting. Yeah. So I guess it just depends on what type of relic you use. High Firmament Academy has a sword.
Legendary Academy. Everyone's underestimating it.
Oh, we also find out the Long Clan was there, and there's obviously infighting in the Long Clan still. The Heavenly Desolation Long Clan.
Yep. we just found out that Long Chen's dad pulled up, wrecked everybody's shit, and he's like tied for the strongest Heavenly Saint.
He's the fourth Heavenly Sage that popped up in the long time, which I think is bull. Either that means they're all pre-emperors, like at least have cultivated one dragon vein, because I don't believe the Long Clan only has 4 Heavenly Saints.
Well,
that's what the title they gave him.
The thing is, like, the celestial race was like, they lost a Heaven Saint, and they were kind of just like, shit.
I agree that at that time I thought it was okay they had 4, but with the power scaling of the novel,
yeah, it is kind of crazy that there's only 4.
Because like now we're seeing like random, like not random, but other, like basically every race has like 4 or 5 of them. Like the feather spirit race.
I see what you mean. So it would be weird if like the human race had multiple clans that had Heaven Saints, but like for some reason they're like the weakest.
Yeah. Like, even though we find a bunch of other clans in a little farther along the novel, each of them have, like, 5.
Yeah.
So, like, the Long Clan having, like, 5, I guess, technically, with 4 of them being the Heavenly Sages, then the Patriarch being, like, maybe a pre-emperor or something, like, I couldn't see that. Or maybe at the time it was...
But do you want more or less?
More. Compared to the other places? Because, like, if not, then they're... Either at the time they only had 5... And then they're just gonna increase because the power scaling in the world's going crazy right now.
Yeah, because I mean that it kind of does and doesn't make sense because they always say like they were sealed off and the laws like each heaven has its own laws, right?
Yeah.
So like now that they're all connected, like
things are they're gonna explode and a bunch of them show up and then there's a bunch of rabble.
Yeah, so that's why that part makes sense.
Okay, I think while I was talking through it, yeah. Like, at the time, if they have 5, yes, but by the end of the novel where we reached, they shouldn't be 5 anymore.
There should be more.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, there's probably a lot of Sage Kings.
Yeah. Yeah, Sage Kings, yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like Heavenly Saint is still pretty high.
Yeah. I also am wondering about the Dragon Veins, because they talk about it so much, finding a suitable cultivation ground needs to have Dragon Veins, right? And they're cultivating their own dragon veins. So I'm thinking, like, if the Dragon Lord Legion all becomes, like, let's say 5 dragon vein experts, like, are they just going to be able to, like, cultivate extremely fast when they're together? Like, you know?
Oh, like if they became, like, a dragon vein or something?
Yeah, they, like, connect all their dragon veins.
That'll be interesting, because like, there's clearly... They haven't explained the connection between dragons. I mean, they have, because dragons are like considered the luck of the 9 heavens and 10 earth. They haven't gone like deep into like why that is.
Yeah. Yeah. But we also find out that in this little scenario, we find out that Brahma controls about 90% of all the humans in the sovereign heaven.
And they're the leader of humanity, and I was like, damn!
I like expected it, but like wasn't ready to believe that. Like, I came in with a different hope. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, 90%?
Yeah, I was like, come on.
That's a lot. Like, we're going to be fun. And they immediately started attacking the academy. I was like, damn, they give them no room to breathe.
No chance.
So this is why I was kind of hyped. So I was just like, all right, well, this is time to go to war because we have no choice.
Yeah,
and practically declared war on them.
And it seems like we might not meet Brahma by the next time we talk about this, but like
we might meet
we
might talk to a statue or something.
We might talk to him in some sort of form soon.
Yeah. Like
I think maybe not like right now, but if we're getting in touch with like pre-emperors, and at this point with the amount of clout that Brahma has, he's definitely an emperor. Like we're gonna see him soonish. Not like next 100 chapters, but like I can see us seeing him in the next 1,000, which doesn't sound like a lot. But 9-star chapters are shorter than ours. Like, just for example, on audio, 9-star chapters take 6 minutes. That's so little.
Yeah. Usually
most chapters for any other novel takes about 9 minutes. So you can see that's like a very substantial difference. It's like 50% longer.
I guess you haven't, because I was going to say, have you heard or have you done an audio version for Beyond the Timescape?
Yes.
You have?
They're like 17 minutes long. They're like on the only thing about Beyond Timescape is that they're like separate.
Yeah, so sometimes.
I've never seen one under 13 minutes.
That's crazy.
They're like the chapters are literally double 9-star, which makes sense. We can do 150 chapters of 9 stars, whatever. We struggle to do 30 numbered, you can say 40 chapters of Beyond the Timescape.
Yeah,
we can barely talk about it.
Yeah, because we'll be here for like 2 hours.
Literally, and we'll still not give stuff enough importance.
Yeah.
I can't wait for next week. But yeah, 9-star was really good. I enjoyed it. What happened after that whole Heavenly Saints like tried him and everything?
Yeah, so they tried it. Oh, okay. So when Longchen's father showed up,
yep.
The whole point was for him to scare away all the, competitors, like basically all the other Heavenly Saints, because he saw that Longchen could kill Earth Saints.
No.
So he was just like, all right, I don't gotta worry about anyone but Heavenly Saints.
Yep.
So he showed up. He slaughtered the Celestial. Well, he didn't. Well, he did slaughter him. He just didn't kill him. He just crippled him.
Mm-hmm.
Crippled the Celestial Race's Heavenly Saint.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "You're not that guy.
You're not that guy.
And I'm just a projection."
That was crazy.
I know. I was like, that wasn't even him. Yeah. That was a projection clone, the weakest type of clone, and he smacked him.
They said projection clones have like 20 to 30% of the power of the real self.
Yep.
And then like an avatar will have like up to 80%. He just in a regular projection, like literally like immaterial, bro. Like it's not even like he didn't have to use any resources to come and slap you up.
So he said, if anyone kills my son, if the older generation wants to bully the juniors, you're getting wiped out. Buddy.
Literally, yeah. Like
if my kid loses to someone in the same generation, I can't make a fuss.
Yeah.
But yeah, none of y'all better step in.
Somebody steps in, I'm exterminating a race.
Yep. That's what he said. Exterminating a race, buddy.
I loved it.
Yep. So I was glad. I was like, yes. This is Longchen's dad, bro.
I love when Longchen was like, this is how it feels. And everybody in the comments were like, this is what happens when you're the main character. You should have some protection. Like, this is how everybody else is when Longchen shows up.
Yeah.
He's like, my dad will kill you. Not Longchen has a dad who mess you up.
Yeah.
But only if you actually, like, bully him. He's not, like, shamelessly bullying juniors for Longchen, which I like.
Yeah. So that happened, and then obviously we talked about when he met the dean, and then we found out that the Brahma, what's it called? Pill Valley?
Pill Valley, yeah.
Yeah, they brought these devils from beyond the heavens, which are they're creatures that just only want to destroy, and they share ancestry with the current devil creatures in the Nine Heavens, which is like, damn.
No.
And they say that they're fighting them all year round and stuff, and they basically led them to the academy's base.
Yeah.
So they're trying to, because they can devour karmic luck
or
erode karmic luck. And I was like, what?
Yeah. So basically, like that arc that it was in a random place where Longchen became dean. Remember when he became dean in that random branch? He became branch dean. There, it was like the same thing scenario here. The karmic stone or whatever had the devils there. Back then it was like dragons or something.
Oh, was it?
No, it was devil lilies.
Yeah.
So it was still like a devil race, but it was the immortal tree race. I don't know if it's not the name, but it's immortal something race from the trees.
Yeah.
It's from the place Immortal Willow.
Yeah, like Willow.
Immortal Willow is the like emperor race. And
the undying. Willow. Yeah.
There's undying willows and then there are undying lilies, and the lilies were like trying to take over to become the emperor race. And so he took over that place, and he became dean there. They're doing the same thing here. They're trying to take over destroy all the devils so they can restart their base there. And somehow, some way, the devils are like up to Heavenly Saint power. But there's some sort of formation that anybody who walks in can't use more than a divine veterans level power. Like
it suppresses you.
Yeah, it suppresses you.
And I was like, what?
That is a crazy ability. Like insane.
Yeah, I was like, this is a formation like emperor at least.
Yeah, it has to be an emperor though. And the way they described like what they were using to do it made sense in my opinion. Off the top of my head, I can't remember what they used, but I remember when they said it, it made sense. It was like a piece of something. You don't remember?
No, I don't remember the material. I just remember being like, "This is OP." Like,
I
what's
agree.
going on here?
But when they said the material, I was like, okay, it makes sense.
I think it's the Earth Cauldron mentioned it.
Yeah. I don't remember what it was. But it's a very finite item.
Resource.
Yeah. So like once you use it, and it was like a piece of something really big, but I don't remember.
Is it dragons?
I can look it up while you talk about it if you want.
Yeah. Well, we could. Yeah, look it up.
Nice.
I feel like that's really important. But yeah, so basically after this, when they found out that the devils from beyond the heavens were, infesting their land, they went to find another spot to... Actually, no. The first thing, before we even found out about this, when they met up with the school people, we found out that they were attacked by the Brahma Pill Valley. They got sneak attacked.
Mm-hmm.
And then they told them about the situation. And then they decided that they wanted to go out and find a place where everyone can cultivate, because they needed to get assimilated to the sovereign emperor heaven laws, because the heavenly Tao hasn't recognized them yet. And this is where we found out another big thing is that when you're trying to assimilate to the heavenly Tao laws, you can activate your heart devil. And Long Chen was like, "My heart devil? Oh, crap."
Yeah, heart devil.
And I was like, finally, we can talk about the heart devil, because this guy's disappeared like so long ago, and we haven't heard any hints until now. So Long Chen gathers these 4 protectors that they introduced to us. That are all heaven saints. I forget their names. They had some cool names though, but I forgot them. What was? I don't remember.
Who?
Those 4 elderly heaven saints.
From the owl from the spirit race?
No, from the academy.
Oh, the academy, the heavenly protectors?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it was like the lightning one. Oh, I can't find it. I was literally like right next to them.
Yeah, no. But basically, they protected Long Chen while he was assimilating to the heavenly Tao laws, and Long Chen finally met his heart devil.
Yes. Also, it's called the Primal Chaos Fragment.
That is extremely important.
Yeah.
Because Primal Chaos.
Yeah.
We all know the Primal Chaos era.
Yeah.
Goes crazy.
So there's like very finite amount of these Primal Chaos.
Yeah, because they hold the law. They say they hold the laws in it or something.
Yeah, they hold the laws of like the world at the time when like fractured or something like that.
Or no, I think it was first form.
Well, yeah, when it first formed, so I was like, okay, this makes sense. This can like never be quantified in large amounts.
Yeah.
You know, so I was like, okay.
Yeah, they're using this like for this specific case.
Yeah. And where were you? Because I was so engrossed in looking that up.
Oh, well, we finally met the Heart Devil.
Man, Heart Devil slapped up our Long Chen.
Bro, he was spitting facts.
He was so OP that people have started calling Long Chen Black Long Chen, because the Heart Devil came in white robes, and we called them White Robes Long Chen, and there's Black Robes Long Chen, and now the Heart Devil was talking about it. He was like, "Oh, how do you even know you're the real one? I'm stronger than you. You're weak. You can't do anything." And now everybody like going along with the Heart Devil, they're like, "He's only Black Robe Long Chen." We don't know if he's real or not, because it's true. And like we've been said it since he's come to the immortal realm, he's been like he hasn't been as dominant as he used to be.
Yeah,
Sergeant Fair was so much. He used to be traveling 3 heavenly Jesuses at once. Now he gets almost at the end of the chapters we read. He almost got beat by one of them at a time. Like that never happened before. It had to be a 3-on-1. That was the best part, and I think that was the most frustrating back in the day because it was always a 3-on-1, and so he could never kill them. But like. Now seeing
1-on-1, I was like 1-on-1.
He should be smacking everybody.
1-on-1.
And now he's still getting wrecked.
When we read the fight with the first Heavenly Chosen, I was like, yes, he's gonna slay the first Heavenly Chosen, and she got away, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
This is not how it. Like they changed, they switched up on us.
We gotta get to that, but yeah.
Okay, but before we get to that, the Heart Devil, he was spitting facts, bro. He was teaching them how to cultivate.
Yeah,
he was like, hey, you understand that the Dragon Soul body forging art it's not just you forge your soul, your body, and your will, dog. Like you can never, like the dragons are stubborn. No matter what, they relentlessly move forward.
Yep.
And like they won't stop. And he was just like, the reason why you haven't been able to draw just true strength is because you're always being a bitch.
Always faltering. And you know what? We've seen that.
We've seen it constantly.
Because every 100 chapters, he's refining himself. Mm-hmm. And what do we do in these 100 chapters? He found himself again. Alright, we called it last time.
Oh my, that was so annoying. But before that, then he taught him like about the dragon tail pendulum swing. He was like, this is not meant to protect or defend. This is about slaughter.
Yeah.
You attack to kill. Just there's no hesitation whatsoever. And I was just like, damn, he's really spitting facts here. And even told Longchenpa, he was just like, have you ever wondered, like you're always focused by the world, you're always surrounded by enemies all over the place.
Yeah.
He was just like, why didn't you kill all those people that targeted you when you entered South Rampart? And I was like, because I also kind of brushed it off when he let him go, because I was just like, whatever. Because like that's kind of who Longchen's kind of
become.
Yeah.
And we also there's a random character that might be important later that showed up.
Oh yeah.
It was like some lady who showed up. I have no idea who she is. I don't get the connection. Maybe somebody else got it. I didn't get it. She shows up. She apologizes for the people and like, please let them live. And then she cries. And then he's like, why? If I wouldn't have let them live, if they had more power than me, they would have killed me. And she's like, I'm sorry. Please forgive them. And then she cries and walks away, and he lets it go. She better be somebody stupid important.
Yeah, because his dad was like, I don't know who she could be.
Could be somebody.
But he was just, and his uncle was like, who is she? He's like, I don't know. I don't want to say it because I don't want to be wrong.
Yeah.
And then they left it. I was like, I hate y'all. I hate when the author does it. I'm like, bro, just say it.
Just say the stuff. But yeah, so Longchenpa lets those guys go. And again, the Heart Devil's like, you see? Where are you? You're not who you used to be.
Why didn't you slaughter them? You said back then, these were your words. No matter if they're good or bad, like evil, it doesn't matter what kind of person you were. As long as you wanted to take my life, which no one has the right to take my life. Doesn't matter what reason that they have. Yeah. If they try to take it, then I have all the reason in the world to take theirs.
You know, I fully understood all of the mortal realm, him like struggling with his choices. Because at the beginning, he really didn't want to. And then the more and more, like, people targeted him, the more and more he realized, like, the more weakness I show, the more they target it. And that's when, like, near the end of the Mortal Realm arc it was like, I don't have to talk reason anymore. Like, if you guys want, because they kept spinning it, right? They were like, oh, he's doing this. They'd always make his name, like, they'd throw dirt.
Yeah, try to drag his name to the mud.
Yeah, and so finally he was like, I don't have to have a reason all the time, because whether you guys believe me or not, I know what happened to me. And so I'm like, anybody who, like, tries to, like, put dirt on me will just kill you. And so I thought that would be, like, him finding it, and then the Immortal Realm would be him acting on it. But he's, like, wavered so many times.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? That part wouldn't have irked me as much as if like, we brought up the Heart Devil more and more.
Yeah. But
I was just like, yo, they're not dropping any hints on why he's, like, acting like this. Like, I understand. Like, if anything, like, if someone, like, I think someone tried to argue, it's like, oh yeah, like, you know, like, Marshall Heaven constantly, like, traumatized him and it caused him to, like, waver in his decisions. Like, my argument back is like, if anything, that should have just made him more ruthless.
100%.
Like, why didn't he become even more ruthless after failing?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the problem, because he even said multiple times, like, me planning and me not just going up and killing those people was part of the problem. Like, I should have just not planned. I should have just been killing.
Yeah.
So why am I... And when he got to the Mortal Realm, he was just like, bro, I'm not here to plan. I'm just here to cultivate.
Yeah.
I'm going to kill gets in my way. Dog, that's not what you do.
That's what you've been doing.
You let people get in your way every time.
And there's been a lot of times where he's done it. Like when he was in the All Devil world with Goron. And that was him right there.
Yeah.
Like doing that. Like when he killed the innocents, he was like, y'all might have not done anything wrong, but you also didn't let us know this was happening, so I'm killing all of you.
Yeah, and for me, like, because I remember, like, the biggest thing was, for him was, I don't want to accidentally kill the wrong people.
Yeah, that was his biggest thing.
And I was just like, well, then when he met, who did he say that to? Was it Aunt Gong?
Aunt Gong, yeah.
I feel like, because did he meet her after that?
He said that, after the All Devil place?
Yeah.
I think he met her after that, yes.
Okay.
Because All Devil, he was like, I think he was either a Divine Lord or he was just becoming an Immortal King, and Aunt Gong was when he was a World King.
That was the 3000 World Arc.
Yeah, 3000 World Arc.
3000 World Arc was after All Devil.
Yes.
Okay. So he met her out there. And then... And so, like, I can understand, like, that part, because it's just like, okay, because he did kind of do that.
Yeah.
But he didn't really show much dilemma over it after that until he met her, and I was like, I don't like it that much. And then he showed more dilemma afterwards, and I was like, okay, this doesn't make sense. Like, that Ong Gong part needed to happen sooner, or Long Chen needed to show some dread after, because he didn't show any dread.
True.
And I was like, that doesn't make sense. So, and they didn't drop any hints with the Heart Devil. Because when someone has a Heart Devil, then you should be very clearly stating, oh, the heart, like, oh, like, he felt like something.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he felt, a little darkness was just creeping up on him, and he hesitated. But they've never, because usually when people have Heart Devils, or they feel a little bit evil, people will just be like, he's a little bit, more bloodthirsty, more slaughtery, more unforgiving, or he's not merciful at all. Like, one of his wives might have said something.
The only time we have seen him when he uses the purgatory stuff. Yeah. It's the only time people have said that about him. But he's used the purgatory less and less over the last 500 chapters. I don't think he used it one time.
Nope.
I don't remember the last time he did use it. I think he was. I remember when he last used it.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, there's no progression of him being more evil. Yeah. Like, usually, like that, like when something like the Martial Heaven kind of thing happens, those people usually go more ruthless evil route, and the whole point is like to pull him back. But the author did a reverse. He's going like the more merciful route, even though he said he didn't want to be like that. And it's just like,
but he has,
bro. Like you've been sparing people that like
don't need to be spared.
Yeah, like
not need to be spared.
You're not following like your own rules that you set down, and Heart Devil was like, this world, I'm gonna destroy it. Yeah. I'm gonna turn it into something better.
You know what I actually thought of, bro? When we met the Heart Devil, I meant to tell you this. I don't know how you feel. I think, this is my theory. It's out there though. It's out there. I have a theory that the Heart Devil really isn't a Heart Devil. What it actually is how, you know how Long Chen is reincarnated? Mm-hmm. That's the 9-star master inside of him who, because he's lost everything in this world, is ready to fully destroy it. And so the Heart Devil is not really the Heart Devil. It's the 9-star master's like soul, I guess, like separating from Long Chen in its own way. And like once it fully is able to separate and become like its own entity again, and it's like the 9-star master, he's like, alright, I tried saving this world. And he even got to the peak of the Tao, but it still wasn't enough. I still got betrayed and lost my loved ones. So you know what? I'm destroying everything.
You know what gives a little evidence to that?
What?
When he said he was going to make his own energy cultivation system. Yeah. I was like, wait, that's the way
right? Do you think it's possible?
I think it's...
Did you think about that too or not?
I did, because I looked at it and I immediately thought of Devil's Son-in-Law, and I thought of Shura.
Ah, okay.
Because I thought because his Heart Devil got infected and turned into something else. Yeah. So I think it still is a Heart Devil, but I think it did get infected by his reincarnation. But I don't think it's just the 9-star master. Because remember, he has 999 others.
That's true.
So I think it's just a culmination of just pure hatred.
Okay.
Just right there, and there's just so much hate, and that's why I think. My other thing is, like, I like that they finally talked about the Heart Devil. Yeah. It was because I looked at it, I was just like, it can make sense because it looks like, with the way the Heart Devil's talking, and the way, what Long Chen said afterwards, because he said he wanted to save the world, and, like, he wants to protect that light in his heart, I was like, maybe he's just not balanced. Because, like, without conquering his Heart Devil, maybe he just is just too good, because that's just what it is right now.
I see what you're saying.
With like he's not really whole. Like he can be arrogant at times, but sometimes he just holds back because he's not fully himself.
He's not fully in control.
Yeah, he hasn't conquered his heart devil, so. And since it's like a mental block on him, because like it's a heart devil, so like you can't just be like, oh, he can get over it. It's like, no, if he wouldn't have a heart devil, if that was the case.
If he got over it, he wouldn't have a heart devil. You know, that's a good theory.
So that's why I was just like, maybe he's just not whole, and that's why he's a little too good, even when he's angry. So that's why he just hold back a little bit. It's only like when you really push him over the edge, because it's like even a good person can get angry.
I like that. I didn't even think of that. That's true.
Yeah, I was just trying to think. Hopefully that's a good theory, or I don't know if I'm just coping. or the author is just kind of just shitting on us.
Yeah, I don't know.
So,
they could be.
Yeah, so I was just like, please, I hope I'm not coping.
And the Heart Devil got away. Not even got away.
No, he wasn't even there.
He didn't escape. He said, I'm leaving.
Because he beat up Wang Shen.
Oh, easily.
And he had a white Scarlet Dragon battle armor. I was like, what?
It's sick.
He said it was spotless, but it was like a little too spotless. Wang Shen was afraid of that white pillar. I was like, damn.
Wang Shen got body.
Yep. By a projected image, bro. It wasn't even his real body. It was literally what his dad did.
It's great. I even forgot about that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, he bodied you with the projected image. Yeah. And he taught you how to fight, bro.
Oh my god, he signed them.
I was like,
oh wow.
I was just like, damn, I was just like thinking for a second, I was like, that really might be Long Chen, bro. Like, that really might be him.
I'm saying. Oh god.
But the reality is, I think they're both. I think it'll be like something like you're me, I'm you kind of thing. Where it's just like, because everyone has light and darkness in their heart. That's kind of like the main theme. It's just a matter of like
how much,
or whether you want to like act
on it. Yeah.
So it'll be cool when we meet his heart devil again. But after that, Long Chen was like, fuck, and then he just destroyed 9.
Stuff.
Yeah, he went to the heavens and destroyed 9 heavenly screens, and everyone was just like, you're not supposed to do that because you can only take what the heavens give you. You can't take more than that. And Long Chen was like, fuck that.
Yeah, when have I ever done that?
Yeah.
Pop, 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 pop.
Good, because now it's just like, bro, take dog. You're 9-star. 9-stars take whatever. Your divine ring is literally the manifestation of that.
Yeah, so he destroyed all 9 walls of the heavens. And he reached like the primal chaos of the 9 heavens. And with that, he was able to like increase his power by a crazy amount that was still not enough, like 2 chapters later. But but then even the heavenly saints who were there was like, just by being there, they got over 100 years worth of cultivation. Just by like sniffing the primal chaos.
I think the part of the problem is that he has too many like blood powers in his body. So it's like he can't.
Superpower though.
He doesn't have. He needs to make an art that like uses all of them. That's the problem. He doesn't have. He can't study them all.
Yeah. Well, we did find out near the end that his violet blood. So he has dragon blood, dragon sovereign blood. He has violet blood and then 7 color supreme blood. So what it seems like is gonna happen, just based on the dragon yang pill that he makes, is that once he finally gets them all strong enough, the violet blood will act as a medium, and the dragon blood and the 7 supreme blood will act as the violet blood will have a false city. Yeah.
Okay. Camera died, but we're back.
We're back.
Back again. And we were talking about them reuniting, or the Heart Devil stuff.
Yeah.
And then he blasted in the heavenly screen, and his bloodlines and the Earth Cauldron all got the primal, like the purest primal chaos power, and all that other jazz.
Yeah, so we got that. We set up a little like trap. They fought so in the formation where they were suppressed with Divine Manor, and they're obviously already at Divine Manor, they had to fight a Devil Lord who was at Heavenly Saint, right? And they killed him. Or no, Heavenly Sage. No, Heavenly Saint.
Yeah.
Heavenly Saint. Sage King, Heavenly Saint.
Both are the same, bro. You're right. Don't worry about that.
Alright. And so they killed him. They got the academy back. and everybody's just chilling. And then Long Chen's like, all right, what should I do next? They're wondering because what was their problem? Oh yeah, so Brahma, his Brahma divine diagram was for somehow stronger than the High Firmament's sword, and so basically the diagram, they could always spy on the academy, but now that they set up their branch, they were at least safe in the academy, but they didn't know what to do next because Brahma can literally watch them everywhere they go. We also find out Brahma's in seclusion still in seclusion. He can't even send out Avatar though.
Yeah, him or Fallen Day Knight.
Fallen Daylight, yep. And so during that time, Mo Neon shows up, like almost dead from a curse. Long Chen saves him again, and then Mo Neon, as soon as he gets better, he's like, "You need to follow me. I got treasure."
Yeah.
And then we got. I actually want to go around and Jia Chen to like follow them again because I thought that was awesome last time.
Yeah, because that 4-man crew is so funny.
Yeah, but just Mo Neon and Long Chen left. I'm not gonna lie, they're still like, I love the combo. Like
yeah,
they really,
so funny.
They give such a different. Because Long Chen isn't like as crazy when Mo Neon is there. Because I think he doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
Because Mo Neon can shoulder a lot of burden that like the Dragon Ball Legion can't. You know what I mean? Like, because to be honest, I think the whole Dragon Ball Legion, no offense, I don't think they could take Mo Neon. So
the whole Dragon Ball Legion? I don't know if I'd say that.
I think it may be. I think he'd win, but he'd eke out. Mo Neon's kind of goated, bro.
He is goated, but I don't even think I feel like they could beat Long Chen.
Really?
Like if they all to the death try to.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I disrespected you, Z-Fang. I disrespected it.
You forgot. You did forget it. You just
never
the
mind,
captains. The captains in general.
I take that back because you, Z-Fang, he might not be able to kill Mo Neon, but after he gets done with them, Mo Neon ain't taking out the rest of the Dragon Ball Legion. No. Because that guy's crazy.
Yeah, he is OD.
He's literally been like.
He's literally the second main character.
Yeah.
In terms of like prowess.
Yeah, and he's like protected Long Chen's back multiple times. I love when he does that.
Yeah.
And so Mo Neon and Long Chen go on an adventure. They go to Devil Fall City.
Yep.
And basically there's like a superpower, I'm assuming Emperor level devil sealed in there since time immemorial. And they have
Square Heaven Seal they call it.
Square Heaven Seal. And they have a Heaven Seal Mountain, which is so the city is on top of the head. But the body is where the Heaven Seal Mountain is. And so basically a bunch of stuff happens in the city, which is not super important. But one thing that is important, we do meet
the Feather Race. Feather Spirit Race.
Feather Spirit Race, which is like protectors of the Butterfly Spirit Race.
And they're the other half. I don't say other half. Well, it's hard. That's not the right word. They're originally from the Feather Race.
Yeah.
But they broke off and they became a different race because they got blessed by the Butterfly Tree.
Yeah.
Or like with their World Tree, and
Yeah.
they became a Feather Spirit Race. Because back then they got saved by the Butterfly Race, but one side wanted to protect them, the other side wanted to plunder them, and that's what happened.
Yep.
So yeah, they protect Long Chen because he has the mark from the butterfly, and it also plays into the light into his heart because they said the more like light in your heart, the bigger the mark, and Long Chen had a fat mark.
They said it covered his whole hand.
Yeah.
And like the race leader only had like maybe half of that.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
Yeah, because they said the Feather Race is bloodthirsty.
Yeah. And so then we go through the whole city arc. Basically, the city betrays them and they call Pill Valley on him because obviously Brahma is controlling Pill Valley and they want to kill Long Chen. And so Pill Valley shows up. They send a bunch of people. We find out that the city lord is a brother. He's cool. He's sick.
Yeah, he's actually descendant of one of the divine generals of the Grand Jaw.
Heavenly Sparrow.
Yeah.
And so we find out that he is like, whenever he meets, what's that guy's name?
Jia Guhan.
Yeah, Jia Guhan.
Call him Young Master.
Yeah, he said that'll be my young master. I'll serve him right now if he shows up.
Yeah.
Like, where is he? I'll go like pledge my loyalty.
Yeah.
And so that was pretty sick. And he was really cool, and he was like acting as a big bro to Long Chen and Mo Neon.
Yep. And so a big thing with him was that he couldn't have kids because this is the big plot of this whole part.
Yeah.
Is that the Square Heaven Seal. was bedeviled.
Yeah, so basically the devil that it's sealing is slowly corrupting it, and once it's fully corrupted, it'll like revive itself. And that's obviously horrendous because that thing is at least an emperor level from the way they're describing it. And so, but Longchen gives him like the super pill that gives him his ability back to use his reproductive organs, and he goes haywire on his wives. He gets like 8 pregnant within the span of a day.
They said 9.
9?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
he went back for sex.
Yeah. And he said his other wife. He said he had other wives that are just like, we gotta take care of this champ.
Yeah.
And they're even saying like he might marry a few more women. Too.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
Yeah. So that was sick. We also find out he is like a half vein heavenly saint.
Yeah.
So he's like, so obviously you got 1 full heavenly vein. You need at least 10 to become an emperor and 9 to become a pre-emperor. Right? Yeah. Is that what they call it? So he's like half a level into the heavenly emperor. But they did say at the end that he had a full vein. Did you catch that?
Yeah.
So I'm like, maybe like with the recovery he became a full vein.
Yeah, something like
that. Or maybe it was a typo.
It could have been. It depends because like they said like with the seal weakening, it could have been weakening his influence on them, so it could have helped. You know?
I think he's probably a full now.
Yeah.
So he has 1 heavenly vein, strongest expert we've met. And here near the end, when they're about to join Heaven Seal Mountain, and the big thing is Monion's trying to collect the whole corpse that's in there.
Yeah, because that's the corpse is what cursed him.
Yeah. And so Monion's trying to take the corpse out, and there's an arrow attached to it that's like a soul something.
Yeah, it's like a god sealing arrow or something.
He's trying to steal the arrow, and while he's doing that, he goes in first, and Longchen goes in right behind him, and here's where we get the new cabbage.
Heavenly Chosen. It's
Heavenly
not cool name.
It's not cool. I feel like that's what they used to. That's what they call all of the like Doyens, Primals.
Yeah.
Like Celestials, Empyreans. I feel like they were all heavenly chosen.
Yeah, I was hoping for a cool name. Like yeah. Because like Empyrean, that was cool.
Yeah, Empyrean was cool.
Yeah, but they didn't give us a cool name.
Celestial? I enjoy Celestial.
They couldn't have said like Paragon or something.
Paragon would have been sick!
That's what I'm saying.
I would have loved Paragon.
Yeah, or they could have just gone basic and been like heavily supreme. I was been like, alright.
Yeah, we even have Supremes. Supreme, double Supreme, triple Supreme.
Oh, we already did Supreme. Never mind.
But they could have done better than Heavenly Chosen. That's what they've called literally everybody else.
Yeah, I was really hoping we would have seen like Paragon. Because the only time we've ever heard that in a cultivation novel was Coiling Dragon.
And those were sick.
Yeah.
Even though they were capped like idiots. Not the Paragons, the author.
Yeah.
That was about the dumbest cultivation system I've ever heard. It was so amazing until literally the last level.
Yeah.
And everybody hated it for it. Like, it was so good until the last 30 chapters.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, they just called it Heavily Chosen. I was like, what?
And we get Longchen fights the first Heavenly Chosen, and he barely wins. Even though he did say he would have killed her if he wanted to, but he wouldn't have gotten any loot from her, because she would have been able to destroy all her loot ahead of time. I don't know. I didn't like it. It like looked like he was about to kill her, and they have Heavenly Chosen have this special power that they can
Heavenly Fate Disc, and it's author introduced some bullshit. They can survive what 3
disasters and 6 calamities.
I was like, what?
So basically, 3 times when they're gonna die, it'll just stop them from dying.
Yeah.
And then the 6 disasters are anytime they hit a cultivation bottleneck, like they can use one of their 6 disasters and just blast through it.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous, by the way. Like that's so OP.
Yeah, and it just didn't make sense.
They as long as you're in Heavenly Chosen, you like just by like living your life, you'll become a Heavenly Saint. Ridiculous.
It didn't make sense.
Yep, and then so Longchen does beat her though, and he keeps going in there, and this is where we find out about the pre-emperor level. We find 8 corpses that are at 9 heaven veins, and so the Earth Cauldron calls it a pre-emperor.
Yep.
So that's how we know that that's how we make our assumption that
10 is probably emperor.
Yeah. So, And there's 2 chosen at the time that Longshan is fighting, Devil one
and a blood one.
and a blood one, and they're trying to take over the power of the corpse.
Well, they're trying to get ancestral inheritance.
The ancestral inheritance to make him stronger. They're both heavily chosen. He's gonna wreck them and take the corpses. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, that primal chaos. Bead.
Yeah.
I go crazy.
Yes, and we also have he got a couple life-saving trump cards right now. He has a dragon pill that he created with the Earth Cauldron that can let him use 5 times his power. And there's another thing that I can't remember. Oh, he got a claw.
Oh yes, he got ancestral bone claw.
Yeah.
And then he got in like a, was it a rock?
Yeah, stone. Yeah.
So one, it showed him a
stone
new
spirit.
Hey guys, what's up? Biggest Gamer here. As you know, in episode 65, we're going over 9-star Hegemon body art, but our camera died a couple times. You'll see it obviously in the beginning part of the video. It'll die the first time, and then die the second time. It's going to cut to here. The reason why we didn't record after that is because we had some plans after, and the timing was just off, and then we just never got back to recording it. But I'm here to just finish up the last two things we wanted to mention for 9-star that were pretty important was the Astral Bone Claw and the rock that showed I think an 8th star, killing a member of the Stone Spirit race. It showed the technique. I think it was the God Killing Cross, like it was the 8th level of the 9-star Hegemon body art battle technique. And then he also had the Astral Bone Claw, which is like I think a one-time use item that would let him release strength similar to that. So those were 2 very important things, and it was obviously now we're getting close to the 8th star battle armor, which hopefully, as me and Adam were discussing, doesn't suck as much. Well, hopefully it's good. I shouldn't say it doesn't suck as much. Because, like, we're hoping the power-up is, like, goes crazy, because the power-up from 7-star and, like, fusing all his bloodlines and all of his talents, like, he should have been way stronger than what he was, at least based off what the author was describing, and then he wasn't. So hopefully when he does do the 8-star, it goes absolutely insane. You know, that's what we really like about this novel is the power-ups, and then how he just Longshan bullies everyone on the same level, even when it's like a 1v4, 1v5. So hopefully that happens, and 9-star, you know, starts ticking upward, because it was ticking downward for a little bit here, but this latest set of chapters was really good, so we're hoping that continues. Alright, but that's it for now. This was episode 65. Biggest Gamer, peace out.